This tutorial is for section X7, Graph Solutions to Two-Step Inequalities. This is for 8th grade. For 7th grade, this looks more like your T7 section. So we're leveling up here. Before we've been doing one-step inequalities and we've graphed them. We just finished in the last section learning how to do two-step inequalities, and now they're asking to solve two-step inequalities and then graph those solutions. So there's no new math, there's no new skills to this. It's just combining solving and graphing. So number 1, 4 plus 3c is less than or equal to 10. First, I'll subtract 4 from both sides. That leaves me with 3c on the left, and then 10 minus 4 is 6. To get c by itself and undo this multiplication, I'll need to divide by 3 on both sides. That leaves me with c is less than or equal to 2. And we've been doing this for quite some time now, so we can easily graph this. Less than or equal to gets a closed-in circle, and then less than goes to the left. So that's how we'll graph that. Number 2, 9 plus 3a is less than or equal to 3. I was going ahead and reading the next step for you. So the first thing we'll do is subtract 9 from both sides. That leaves me with 3a on the left is less than or equal to, and then 3 minus 9 is negative 6. Then we will divide both sides by 3 to get a by itself. Negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2. So a is less than or equal to negative 2. Since it includes that equals part, it will be a closed-in circle. And since it's less than, it's all the numbers to the left of that circle. Number 3, 4g minus 8 is less than 8. First step, we'll add 8 to both sides, leaving us with 4g is less than 16. Next step, to undo this multiplication, we'll divide by 4 on both sides. That gives us our final answer of g is less than 4. To graph that, since it doesn't have that equals part underneath, it's an open circle at 4. And then since it's less than, our arrow is pointing in the same direction, so it's all the numbers to the left of that circle. Number 4, 9 plus 4p is greater than or equal to 1. The first step here is to subtract 9 from both sides, leaving us with 4p is greater than or equal to negative 8. Sorry, that was hard to see. The second step, we will divide both sides by 4 to cancel out the 4 on the left and leave p by itself. Negative 8 divided by positive 4 is negative 2. Since our answer is p is greater than or equal to negative 2, it gets a closed-in circle at negative 2. And since it's greater than, we're headed to the right. Number 5, 1 plus 2h is greater than or equal to 9. I'll first subtract 1 from both sides, leaving me with 2h is greater than or equal to 8. To get h by itself, I'll divide both sides by 2. H is greater than or equal to, and then 8 divided by 2 is 4. Since it included that equal to part, it will be a closed-in circle at 4 and headed to the right. Number 6, 9q minus 9 is greater than 9. First, I'll add 9 to both sides. That gives me 9q is greater than 18. I'll then divide both sides by 9 to get q by itself. 18 divided by 9 is 2. So q is greater than 2. That's an open circle at 2, and then shaded to the right. 2 more sample problems for you here. Number 7, 4p plus 2 is less than or equal to negative 6. I'll subtract 2 from both sides, divide by 4 on both sides. That leaves me with p is less than or equal to negative 2. So that's a closed-in circle at negative 2 and shaded to the left. Number 8, negative 1 is greater than 5. Nope, sorry, that's an s. S divided by 2 plus 1. So our first step is to subtract 1 from both sides. That leaves me with negative 2 on the left is greater than s divided by 2. To get rid of that 2 in the denominator, we'll multiply both sides by 2. A positive 2 times a negative 2 is a negative 4. It's greater than s. We have our variable by itself now that this canceled out. Remember, I like to say read it backwards to get your variable back to the left. So if I read this backwards, s is less than negative 4. So I'll rewrite it like that so that I'm graphing it correctly. So that's an open circle at negative 4 and shaded to the left. And that's it.